Good morning. Happy Sunday. This morning I am looking forward to the fact that we begin a week focused on values. For me, becoming aware of what values are most important to me and being able to guide my decisions and my interactions by my values has grounded my life in a way that I was never grounded when I was younger. It has been such a gift, and I hope that you find it as beneficial as I have. Living a life of integrity in alignment with your values creates inner peace, well-being, and a meaningful life. If we are going to flourish, we need to explore and discover what our deepest values are and what a meaningful life means to us. If we are to be guided by our values, we need to know what they are. The quotes, lessons, and activities in our values section will help you identify and clarify your personal values and explore ways you can bring them into your daily activities. This is something we need to bring to our mind again and again in all our activities and throughout our days. In doing so, we develop our highest potential by developing the habit of being guided by the principles we hold dearest. If we don't consciously cultivate this habit, we lose track of our deepest values and our old habits return as we get busy with our daily activities. To develop ourselves and live a purposeful life requires some personal time of reflection and constant mindful observation of our activities and experiences. This morning we begin with a quote from Anne Frank. How noble and good everyone could be if every evening before falling asleep they were to recall to their minds the events of the whole day and consider exactly what has been good and bad. Then, without realizing it, you try to improve yourself at the start of each new day. A young and very wise Anne Frank knew the importance of making time each night to review your life. It is straightforward, practical, and profound advice. Though it may seem a simple tool, if used honestly and consistently, it can transform your life beyond measure. Imagine how much your life would improve if you took a little time each day to remember what is truly meaningful to you, then evaluated what went well and what you could improve. This wisdom has been found to stand the test of time and is simply good common sense with practical application. People are often looking for the secret to self-improvement and ultimately to happiness. There are articles galore touting such hidden wisdom, as well as tips for shortcuts to success. People often spend a great deal of time and energy traveling to faraway places or exotic locales to, quote, find themselves. While this may be beneficial to some, it may be more helpful to look right where you are. How often do we truly investigate our own lives, clarify our values, and identify the habits and tendencies that support or do not support the person we want to be? In this process, we discover and refine our own inner resources and eliminate the defects of character that prevent us from embracing our own worthiness and value. As Anne Frank points out, we can be doing this every day, right where we are. This morning, we invite you to reinvest in your commitment to yourself. Take a little time to reflect upon your values and the qualities you find meaningful. Pick one or two to focus on today. Stop and check in as much as possible, noting both your skillful and unskillful actions. It's best to write them down. At the end of the day, take a little time to reflect upon what went well and what you would like to improve. setting the intention to do a little better tomorrow. And our weekly mindfulness exercise this week is to practice labeling worry. In this exercise, when you notice yourself worrying, note it with the label worrying and let it go. Once you label it, try to bring your awareness to your breath for a moment or two, and then bring your attention to other thoughts. If you catch yourself worrying again, simply label it again and let it go. It does not matter if you do it again and again. This is a very productive practice and one that over time will allow you to let go of needless worry. In this practice, we don't use the label "stop worrying" or try in any way to fight it. We just notice worry, label it worrying, and let it go if possible. It's important to remember that there's a difference between worrying and constructive problem solving. Worrying involves repetitive thoughts that can cause anxiety with no tangible impact on the outcome of the object or event one is worrying about. I wish you a wonderful day, guided by your values.